As a woman, when you have your own money, you will understand that men aren't as important as you think. Hi guys, it's another fresh episode of True or False podcast where we keep it real with you and we give you spicy gist as it is hot. So you heard what I read,
Yes.
and I know that some people are just breathing, can't wait to devour me, right? So you heard what I read, Mr. Chuka. Do you want to go first?
You see your idea.
No. I read
So
what
who is
somebody
waiting
posted.
to devour you?
I know this.
You always take this thing
I
personally.
know
You see?
these people.
I
They
almost-
just want to be attacking me like saying I'm my handwriting. We
No,
know
you
these
have to.
things.
You have to. Unless you are. Are you?
So the person-
are you in compendium with this school
I'm
of
not
thought?
in any compendum, whatever. Please,
What's
you
not
want to go,
compendum?
or he wants to. Who is going first?
Me, I don't know.
He can go first. It's
Oh,
already,
yeah.
It's already started already. So
Sebastian.
just go. Yeah.
No, it's not about who goes first. It's about trying to, dissect some of these ideologies in a very effective way because one of the no, there was this place. I hope everybody we read the Bible here. There's this place in the scriptures that said that even a foolish person is considered wise until they open their mouth. So
What is your point?
I think a lot of people would have considered them to be very smart if they didn't say anything at all. Because there are things when you just put out there online, it's as if you want to shame your family members. Because if you understand what relationship is about, it's just that when you say something like this, we've already dissected your understanding about relationship, your perception about human relationship. Because somebody is saying if you have your own money, as a woman, that you understand that men aren't that important,
Yeah,
has actually
what the
shown
person said.
the kind of how parochially minded they are. It shows that they don't understand anything about human relationship. They don't understand anything about companionship. They don't understand anything about partnership. They don't understand everything about emotional availability that can only be offered by, number one, the opposite sex, and then within the confines of where is legitimate, right? So if you have a survival mentality, as the lady who has posted this, and I believe it's a lady that posted this,
Yeah, I think so as well. Because she said as a
or you
woman.
know so.
I don't understand. You don't come. Oh.
No,
Make your point already, I beg.
I'm making my point already.
So which one are you digressing?
I'm not digressing.
Please,
see,
carry on.
This is not between you and I. It's between.
Why are you telling me I
idea.
know? And
Is he a woman?
I don't know.
Tell the truth.
I
And
don't
shame
know.
the devil.
Mr. Bassi, please go on.
So it shows how parochially minded the person is in terms of knowing anything about relationship.
So, Mr. Chuka, what do you think? As a woman, I'm reading it again. First off, it's not my personal opinion, I'm just reading out what I saw. So, as a woman, when you have your own money, you will understand that men aren't as important as you think. So, the person is saying that all a woman has to do to realize, her worth is have money, and then she's, men are not all that.
Well, I'll look at it from it's a two-sided
Kind of jerk, yeah?
kind of, and like, okay, I'm gonna go this way. In a way, this lady or whoever the poster is, it's kind of making sense, yeah, quote unquote,
Hear
kind of
that?
making sense, yeah.
You hear that?
But then, if you look at it on the
Okay,
other
you
side,
don't right.
it kind of making sense because trust me, there are some men who can be. I mean,
A handful, is that what you're trying to say?
that's why I said there are some men who can be. You're not going to. It's not a class case judgment, but there's some men who you just know that they don't give you that. For a woman, yeah, they don't give you that sense of accomplishment.
Okay.
Yeah, for a woman, and then most women who just prefer.
So, excuse
He
me,
wants
sir.
to say something.
No, I'm saying what when you're talking about accomplishment, but particularly, what do you mean by accomplishment? Like a man giving a woman a sense of accomplishment, because then
Like maybe
it goes on to validate what I was actually trying to say, that okay, accomplishment as a woman is it about that survivor? Because this person is, we are talking about this portrays survivor mentality here, because it feels that if the person has money, then the person has survived. This survivor mentality.
I don't,
and let me say this before we continue.
don't put your hand
Do
on
you
my
know
eyes.
that? Let me say this before we continue. I think I urge fathers to be able to give their daughters. Make sure that you are responsible enough to provide for your daughters, so
But
that they will not be coming on social media.
But how
to be
does this
saying-
have to do with?
Yes, if you
Because
are
you
a father, let me tell you.
You know how you used to
If-
always say that
if
we should
you-
put things in context. I think you're taking out of
I'm
context
not
because
taking
they
it.
did
Let me
not
put it
say
in
that the
context.
woman was
Let
not
me
well
put it-
provided for
let me
as
put
a
it in
child.
context. Wait, the fact that you think this is not contextualizing is even a problem. Let's put it into context. See,
I have no
let
words.
me tell you. No, be calming down.
I'm calm. You're the one who is
If
not
you
calm as
understand, you
always.
understand. You know how to rage bait me. That's one of
I'm
your
not
gifts.
rage baiting
And
you.
have
I'm
that-
just saying that you are the one
See.
who always talks about context.
See, let me
Are
tell you.
you?
Do you know for example, let me use Bigo's daughter,
Okay.
who has all the financial resources she
Uh-huh.
could ever dream of. Do you think that if the person is going for a man, that is to be a man who is financially buoyant, like would that be the priority of that lady?
Not necessarily.
No? Wait, I mean to not.
You'll be
What do
surprised.
you
You'll be
think?
surprised that she also that would be a good
Well,
factor. You'll be
it's already
surprised.
a
Say,
standard,
that would be.
right?
Yeah, you'll be
No.
surprised though.
That's why I said.
Let me tell you.
Actually, you'll be surprised
Let me
though.
tell
That
you.
would be
Let
one
me
of the
tell you.
He
first
has a
things
point.
on
That's what I'm telling you.
Think
When you're talking
about
about human relationship, when God provided Eve for Adam, the first thing that Adam said was, "This one is like his bone of my bone." There was a place. There was this want that the provision of the woman satiated, because it made him realize that now all these things here, none of them matched that want that was in him. That was the first need for the opposite sex, is first companionship.
Okay.
Right? And then there's this thing called stability. Wait, in the grand scheme of things,
you listen to
psychologically,
what,
we have chaos.
Chuka is
and we
saying,
have
I think he has a point. He's saying that this example of Bill Gates' daughter that you're talking about,
Yes.
because she already has a standard that the father has set for her, that she has not known lack
Did
her
you re-
entire her entire life, she might actually not want to settle for a man or go with a man
Yeah.
that does not
Not that
have
she needs the man's
financial
money for
stability.
anything, no, not that
Yes,
she
but just
needs
because
it.
of what she's been used to.
Okay.
Yes, so that's what I'm trying to say. He has a point based off of this context that you just painted.
Did you read? He said that if you have your own money, you will know that you get to understand that men are not as important.
No, I said that
Do you
because
know
of the
as
context
important?
that you gave because with Bill Gates' daughter.
What? Yes, that's what I'm saying. If that person is adequately provided for, that survivor mentality will not be there. They will not reduce an opposite sex, a full-fledged man like this. You are reducing the person. No, now, as a full-fledged man, they are reducing you to money.
Is that the annoyance? Is
That's
that
the thing now.
grievance?
She will not have that perspective to
Statement.
reduce a fellow human being. To be that the only reason we have a fellow human being
Because
is
of
because
money.
of your hunger. Like you reason.
It's
am
because
now.
of money, not hunger.
It's
There was-
hunger
there
now.
was no
If you
hunger
don't have money,
here.
you'll be hungry.
Nah, still hunger now. Nah,
still
still
hunger.
hunger.
So what you are saying is the person that posted this thing now is a
It's a survival
hungry
mentality.
person. That's what
Yes,
you're trying to
that's
say.
why I see. That's
But
why
me, I feel
sometimes
like-
if you give some people food, they are most of their problems have been solved.
But let's bring it back home, right? Let's establish a level of balance. Drawing from what Mr. Chuka said, he said that there are sometimes men who maybe for the level of, or I don't know how to put it, but they sort of limit you from reaching a woman from reaching her full potential,
yeah.
right? So in that kind of context,
potential?
first of all, a woman, like what I'm trying to say is, that person might not have been created to only be a wife, right? She might have been created to be a wife amongst other things.
Okay, that's the reason that I'm created is to be provided to be given people
No,
money.
that's not what I'm saying.
But you know
I'm
what?
trying to make a point. Listen, now my problem with you just want to bite somebody. Listen.
I'm not biting you.
Just calm down and listen. He said something earlier about how
let me calm down.
he said something earlier about how
Though I'm already calm.
that sometimes a man might be, some men would, I don't know if it's a mentality thing, but what's it called? Restrict a woman or limit a woman from reaching her full potential, whatever that means, right? But what I'm trying to say is, if you look at it in that context, he might not be wrong, because if you have the ability to provide for yourself as much as the man would, you can be able to remove yourself from that picture where you are in that space, but this person is limiting you to be all that you are meant or designed to be. Abi? That's I don't know if you see any point.
So one of the things that successful people do is that they build a philosophy around what made them successful.
Okay.
And then when you go and try that, it will not work.
What is your point?
The philosophy you just built around this.
It's not a philosophy. I just drew from what you
ideology.
said.
So what
You
you know,
made the
Basil,
point earlier
you know what I
when
think.
when you were
Yeah?
laughing.
Yeah.
You know what I think in this. So now I'm trying to play devil's advocate in this instance and be
So is this really your ideology?
I don't
Yes.
Or
know.
you are trying to make some people feel
actually,
good.
He's saying that because he's not entirely wrong. That's what he's saying.
Actually, I mean, like I said earlier, the poster is not entirely wrong.
Because
yeah?
something
But if you look at
marvels
it this
me.
way, see, look
Like,
at it.
See, Basi, let me advise you here now.
Advice.
Listen to advice, okay? Let me advise you. Try and understand or come to terms with the fact that because this is your personal ideology, right? It does not mean be okay with the fact that the next person will differ. Like somebody said, yes, you understand.
You beg to differ.
No, it's not me that's begging to differ. I'm just saying generally, like somebody said, before we got talking, they said the goal for some women is to have their own money, be able to spend their own money, and spend their man's money. Okay. So nobody is saying that we're not reducing you. Okay, calm down. We're not reducing. We still want your money. That's a part of it. So we're not reducing you to your entire.
You know what I think? Huh?
You don't want my no. You see, they always complain that I'm not listening to them.
But
you are not listening to me. You don't want my companionship. No.
Everything that you
don't
bring
want
to
that's
the
my
table.
fatherhood. Like that's my husbandhood.
Everything.
Or that my fatherhood. That ability to.
Can you bring your companionship without bringing the other part? It's a full package.
That's what I'm telling you. But but people want to bring out the other part because exactly what this post is trying to portray is that if you just provide that money, if that money is available, you don't need. We have not even dissected this thing at different layers of, understanding. We've not dissected it in terms of work. Yeah. In a place now, don't you like my energy now? No, be sincere.
Just make your points.
We are not husband and wife.
I know
how actually wearing almost similar clothes. Actually,
yes, there's this energy that female they bring at work. Okay. So you have to be extremely insane to think that just because you have money that you don't need the opposite sex.
Yeah.
Apart from being husband and wife, there's this energy women bring.
Men to complement each other.
Let me say something. Let me just cut in here and say something. Yeah. To be honest with you, I'm going to support the women in this, and even though I'm a man. I mean, it's not like not like I care about women or anything. I'm just going to support.
So you don't care about women?
Not like I care about their opinion. I'm just trying to.
You are doing me. You are doing yourself.
That's what I'm trying to say now. I'm very honest with you. I feel women. That's why I said I feel. I feel a lot of women would go further if they were self-independent or sufficient. That when they have men with them, because the man will want to limit you in most cases. Yeah, I'm not trying to say this to impress anybody or anything. But the truth of the matter is, a man would definitely, you get married to a woman, you want a woman to be at home, take care of the kids, to be a wife, to do blah 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 blah.
All the other things.
But then a woman, I've noticed something about women especially women who are single, they seem to go further. Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah.
What are the statistics to back?
I don't know. I'm just saying from what I noticed from my own personal observation. Women who are more single, they tend to break bounds, and they can go the whole 9 yards, without a man's. But then where it backflips, where it now becomes an issue is when they now start getting to that.
But then there's this ideology. Let me continue. Sorry to continue, but there's this ideology that regardless of how much money you make as a woman, regardless of how much accomplishments in the workspace, success, and all of that, as long as you don't have a husband to crown it up, they are vain things. There's an ideology like that. So how do you marry that in the middle or amidst what you've
that ideology is
breaking the whole
that ideology is an African mentality.
Percentage of people buy into
it's
that.
an African ideology and mentality. It's not.
Any last comments?
The keyword last means that you're trying to shut me up.
I'm not trying to shut you up. I'm trying to say we need to wrap up.
No, now if you're tired of me, you just say it.
I'm not tired because now how?
Look at it. No, now the truth will always prevail. That is the problem. So how? Because you have to believe that there is something, even if all of us we have a different perspective. There's this definite article called there. And when we say the truth, it means that truth is absolute. There is something that is the truth here.
Nobody is trying to emasculate you
in a post about how that you people we've pushed it from. I was just listening to the conversation. You say I'm not listening, but I'm listening. I'm listening to the conversation. We've talked about how that a man giving you money, marrying you can limit you not to achieve your
that's
potential.
not always the case, but there is some people's reality.
Not always the case, but some people's reality.
Yes.
Yeah, and how that if a man should crown you, it will not limit you.
No,
Now,
no,
the
but
thing
that's
is
not what
that-
I said. That's not what I said. I said there's an ideology like that. That
Okay.
regardless of how much
If
a
you
woman
have all those
attains,
things,
if you don't have
if you don't have a
husband
husband
to crown it all,
to crown
yes,
you
it's
and
vain.
all that. Since we are digressing, let me digress a little bit. See, let me tell you, me, one of the decisions I made in my life, I think when I wanted to get married at a very young age, one woman I heard said, I've not even taken, because more money is entering, that you've not even taken care of your mom. And you now want to get married. Though she
Take
didn't
care
say
of a woman.
it, she didn't say it in my face, but she said it to somebody that somebody said it. It was even my mom that heard it and now told me.
You.
And I said, if you're going to take care of your mom, you're going to take care of your mom. Nobody is going to stop you from taking care of your mom. And then you have to be mature enough to balance that, knowing that there's a place for your mom and there's a place for your wife and all of those things. So having a wife doesn't necessarily stop you from taking care of your money if you are responsible enough and knows how to manage your resources effectively. So why I'm saying this is, you cannot decide that a one part of you should grow when two can grow at the same time.
Okay,
I
but
cannot choose one when I can have two. I cannot decide I want to pursue a career when I can have a wife and pursue a career at the same time. Because in the next 30 years, in the next 4 years, if I'm 30 now, in the next 4 years, I'm going to be 34.
Okay.
But if I'm married now, in the next that next 4 years, I might have 2 kids. And then I'll still have that the same degree, but then I'll still have children.
Okay.
So one of the reasons I see a lot of people now say, because they are career oriented, because they feel like something is going to, stuff like that. You can have 2. It's just that, just show us that you are not able to carry 2 of them along. That does not mean but then know that every decision we have has consequences.
Yeah, that's
There
a
was this
fact.
birthday that happened some time ago, a 90-year-old woman. I think she had about 70-something children in total, both grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and all of those things. But we did not see any certificate. We did not see any career. We did not see any of those things. What I'm saying is I'm trying to portray
So
the
are you
importance
saying that?
of
Are you
human
saying
being
that those things
in terms
don't
of
matter?
importance of companionship.
That's what I'm saying. So are you saying that on the scale of things, those things don't matter?
I'm not saying they don't matter. I'm saying you can have both.
Okay.
Yes, that's actually what I'm saying.
So make your final
you can
point.
have a husband. That's what I'm telling you people. It's just that when people are going on dates, people don't ask the right question. You see a guy.
This is where men is always fight.
No,
You come with
go
you
on
people.
dates.
What's you people?
You go on
Say
dates.
ladies.
Because the
Stop saying
butterfly,
you people.
because of the butterfly in your stomach, people will not ask the right question you people should ask. People will not ask where this man is heading to. People will not ask whether the person has your career at
Tell
heart.
us what you think.
Because if you
In
have
the
somebody who
comment
has
section.
all these embodiments that I'm talking about now, you know that this post now is actually coming
Well,
from somebody who is politically minded.
I hope you understand that the goal of this is not to try to emasculate, or justify whatever was said.
The goal of this post is to tell you people,
No. We here, not the post.
okay.
Yes.
The goal
it's
of
not to
it
emasculate
is
men
tell,
or try to justify this.
that relationship between a man and a woman. Let me not just, because though most of the things I tell you in the context of marriage, because that's where you have the prelude, the apex
The climax,
of
yes.
woman and man relationship. You need companionship. You need fatherhood. Money cannot buy fatherhood. Money cannot buy that husbandhood. That
If we give Mr.
there's
Bassey,
a
he's not
woman,
going to bring
even
this
when
to
you
a
are
close.
pregnant as a woman, there's this midnight activities
Anyway.
that only that man can bring, that money
But have you
cannot
also
bring.
seen that
There's
there are
this
men
emotional
who
stability
tell you that you're not-
money cannot bring. So when people are saying that if you have, the more money you have, the less man you need.
Here's what I think.
Shake it
Here's
now.
what I think in all of this. I feel like we should always try to, create a balance. I saw something a while ago, and the person said that a lot of African parents actually fail the boy child. Everybody focuses on raising a proper girl child, and then they don't realize that we
All we do
actually
is we just hustle, we just
calm
fight.
down. So they don't
provide.
realize that while you're raising a proper girl child, you actually need to raise a proper boy child to be able to marry both together, right? So I think that's because of this thing you just said, this last thing you said about even when a woman is pregnant in the night, and there are men who will tell you that don't disturb their night sleep. because
Thank God you are even listening.
All this kind,
You didn't know
I
that
always
you
listen.
Okay.
So all this kind of thing. So I think at the end of the day, as much as you're raising proper girl children, raise a proper man as well. If you have a proper man and a proper woman, I don't think that we'll end up with all of these kind of conversations there Mr. Bassey is saying is about survival. So tell us what you think in the comments. Do you have any last words?
Well, I think I'll just say this in passing. I'll say it makes more sense for the woman to have a man in her life.
Yeah, no, I never say, before Mr. Bassey will get off camera now,
it makes more sense
said
for the woman to have.
I don't need a man.
So,
I don't talk like that. That's not what I said.
Like Bassey said something I'm going to key in on. He was
Thank you.
when you go on
the same
dates,
page.
you don't ask most of the ladies don't ask questions.
Thank you for saying
Yeah.
most of the ladies.
They don't
He
ask
keeps saying
questions.
you
Yeah,
people.
so-
I should have told him I'm going on a date
if
before.
they,
Please, guys, tell us what you think in the comment section. I mean all that, or based on your opinion about what we read.
They don't ask the important
They
questions.
don't ask questions because if those questions are being asked, this sort of postings
This
will
sort of
not
posting.
be
But
out
things
there.
like this will always
You
come up.
spot that stability.
True.
You know that this person has that the person preempts the future beyond
Guys, it's okay
resources,
now.
beyond these resources.
True.
It's most times it's the intangibles that matter the most.
True.
Have you even felt a hug from a muscular man before that pressed your chest? Do you know the kind of sometimes it makes you just feel that calm. Money cannot buy that.
Have you also felt a punch from a muscular man before?
It's
Your
the same
body go
thing.
tell you.
Well, it goes both ways. I mean.